Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to roast your art because you asked for. So I have the review with ADL hashtag where you can put your drawings. So if you want, we can start with this roasting thing. So this is the first one. I really like the colors. I think this color combination works well, but I think you have to work better the shape of the, of the air, because I don't know. I think it lacks of detail, and I think it could be, or it could look like more work with more detail and with more form. I really love how this one looks. The only thing I will say here is that maybe you can make these lines on the clothes more thinner, because I think they are super thick in comparison with the lines we have here, like in the mouth and in the jaw thing. So maybe you can try to make these lines thinner. I really love this one. I love so much how you did, when you have the light behind and you have like some parts of the air like appearing. Maybe this one it's not very realistic, because if you have the light coming from behind or even from the top, I think this area here will not be painted in white. It will be more like you had here, more on the edges, not all this white here. But besides that, I think it looks pretty nice. Maybe you can also try to work better this area of the body. But I think you do something cool, that is that you add this warm color here on the ear, like is the light coming through the skin. And I think it's something and I think this is a very interesting thing you add here. Okay, we have here one Sagittarius. This is from the Mermaid, the Zodiac Mermaid. Laura, to meet you, and I host. Well, I see here a little bit of things that you can do better. Maybe you can work a little bit more the air and the body composition, because I think you have here like a very big head. I mean, you have to work better the body composition on here, and maybe you can make larger like the tail thing and put it more shape, and put more detail on the air, air. This is too much blue for my taste, and there's happening things here that I didn't understand. I don't know why you put here this line. I don't know the meaning of this line. Also, I think you should avoid adding this type of backgrounds, because it doesn't it isn't making a favor to the drawing. I mean, it's too much information for me, too much blue. So I think it could work better with a white background, or a solid background, like a solid blue, or light blue, or something like that. But right now, I think you can get rid of it. I love the colors of this one. This is what I mean when I say put the white background, because you have more contrast with your image. Even I like the colors, and I like that you use this pale green for the skin and then work this out. I think you have to work more on the air shape and on the air detail. I mean, they are super thick strands, and I think you can make it more delicate. Also, you have to work better this area of the torso, because I think you should put more like this diagonal here, and add a little bit of waist to this girl, because now it's like a rectangle with a tail. And even you try to capture a little bit the movement of the tail, I think you have to work on anatomy a little bit more. This one is one of my favorites. I love all the movement this tail has and this girl has with the hands, and also how you did this, the ocean or the water thing. I think it's looking pretty cool. The only thing I will say here, it's maybe for my taste, you have the head a little bit big in comparison with the body. But I love how you did the air, how everything has movement and everything has life. I think you captured this so well. I think this one is really cool. I mean, I like the way you color it without outlines. Maybe I will change here this black because I think it's like super black in comparison with the overall drawing. Yeah, I think you did great. This one is very cute, but I think you miss the drawing with all this background. Maybe you can try to add another type of color, more contrast color or white, because I think it's very similar to the colors of your illustration. And maybe you can add a little bit more of contrast on the shadows, on the clothes, and on the t-shirt, because they are so subtle, and I think that you have to create contrast in order to not look so flat. This one is super cute. I love the colors of the greens and lilacs and pinks, but I think you have very big problems with the hands. I think you have problems with the hands and all the torso area. I think here you miss put the arms, because right now it's looking pretty weird. I don't know where these hands come out, so it's very confusing. So try to work better this area and maybe try to see how even they are with the hand extended, you still see the arm. So I think you have to draw a little bit of the arm too, because now it's like two hands coming from the chest. This one is also so cute. The only thing I didn't understand of this one is why you didn't blend this sand thing, because you did here a great gradient on the sky, but here is like super super sharp edges in every different color. I will try to blend a little bit the edges of these, and the same here on the ocean. Also, this blue is super bright to be at night, so maybe you have to take in mind that the ocean color has to match like the color of the sky, because it's a reflection of the sky. Love this one so much. The pose is very dynamic. The only thing I have here that I don't like, it's the background. You guys try to put backgrounds with colors. This is something I did too in the past, but then I realized that adding too much information on the background makes the illustration looks worse. I mean, this color didn't match with these colors you have on the drawing, so I think it could look better. It could look better without this blue. Just try a green, a light green, or even a light orange, a pale orange, or something like that, but not this blue, because it's not matching anything of the illustration. This one is actually very cool. It's traditional art drawing. Also, guys, you can see the sketch here. How cool is this sketch? I mean, I can draw like sketches like that on paper, but this is something I want to try also on the channel in the future. I can say anything about that. It's super cool, super nice. Love how you made the colors and the shadows and everything. I think you did a great job. Also here on the air transition color, I think looks great. This one is one of my favorites, traditional mermaids. I think you did super great with the tail things and the colors you add, and also the blending of the colors. I think they are markers or something like that. Okay, guys, we have a problem here. You add too much sparkling. I mean, you can avoid this background, you can avoid these bubbles coming here. I think you have a great area until here, and then you add this background that it's not saying anything to me. If you want to add a waterfall, maybe you have to draw it better, because I don't know if this is a waterfall or I don't know what it is, to be honest. I really love how you did the shadow here, like you have the hat bended and all this is in shadow. I think you did a great job here. There are some things here that I didn't understand. The first one is this thing on the air, what it's supposed to be. It's like a bubble tea air. Also, I think you add too much detail here. Maybe you can make simpler the air strands. Also, I think you have a very big problem of body composition. I think you have this arm that it's super large. If you put this arm coming like straight, it's coming like here, and this one obviously is too short in comparison. Also, it's more thinner, sorry, this is more thinner. And I think you have to work better, like the shapes of the tail and everything. Okay, this one is pretty nice. I love the colors. Maybe you can work better the shape of the air. You know, make it more like, add more air strands like coming out there. Okay, this one is pretty, it's super pretty indeed. I really love how you drew everything. I mean, I love how the mermaids look. Also, they look with the background and everything. So you did great. I see two things here. That you have like two different styles. You have like a very realistic one for the skin, and then you have a more type of cartoony for the air. I think that they don't match very well. So my suggestion is that you choose one of them. If you want to create more simpler lines, put this on the skin. Or if you want to be more realistic with your drawing, try to blend better and to make more realistic the air. When you draw, you have to think that you have to maintain the same style in the illustration, so you can do two different type of painting. Here I would say the same as before. We have like these more softer lines, and then we have here like these super chunky lines in black. I think that you should, I don't know, if you want to use this type of drawing, apply it on that girl or do the opposite. But it's like we have two type of illustrations here, so I think you have to match everything in the same piece. This one looks very nice, but it's true that you have very big forehead, and yeah, maybe you need to work a little bit better with the proportions of faces. This one is really cool. I like this type of style. I think you did great and amazing. Really love it. This one is actually pretty nice. I love these blurry effects. I love how the air comes. It's like very soft edges, and I like a lot this style of softness. It reminds me a little bit of Loish. You know, with these blurry edges and everything. But I like how you did these golden things. So I think it looks pretty nice. And I really like this watercolor effect on the background. So I played with the lightning effects here of this thing. This thing reminds me Ariel when he's lost her voice, and it has like the pendant here. This one is very nice. I think you really did super well with the coloring and the movement and the background, and I really like how it looks. You put a lot of detail on the air with these, you know, these strands coming out. I think it looks pretty nice. So we have here a ballerina. I think that at first sight, this, or what I thought is like we have some problems with the legs things. Maybe you have to take a look about how the legs works when seated, because we don't sit with these legs super straight looking at us. This is like an spaghetti leg, and I think you should try to rework this area here and pay attention, or maybe watch some tutorials on YouTube about drawing anatomy, legs and everything. Legs are super complicated, and I know that because I struggle with them almost every day. But you should try to look at some reference tutorial or wherever, because they don't look like that in real life. I mean, it is impossible to sit and have these legs this way. Also, I will avoid this background because it didn't tell me anything. This is all for today. Keep using the review with ADL hashtag so I can see your drawings, and I can do a new video on the future about that if you like that one. So give me your thumbs up if you like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and thank you to my Patreons because they led me the time to make this video for YouTube. And guys, see you on the next video. Bye bye.